What's up, y'all? Let's just talk a little Warriors. This shit getting out of hand. It's not being let go right now. Oh, we got a super team on the go right now. Let's not forget, folks, that we lost two of our starters and our prime backup center. It's basically Kevin Durant for Andrew Bogut, Harrison Barnes, and Festus Ezeli. So it wasn't like we got the man for free. I'm happy to get him, and we also had to lose the finals. I don't think Kevin Durant comes over if he doesn't think like he's needed in some way. I've heard him mention more than once, oh, they could use me to get over the hump. They didn't get over the hump last year. Let me tell you something, folks. If we played out the same team that we had last year, we re-signed them three guys, we had as good a chance as we had with KD. I'm happy to get KD because you're going to have KD for the rest of his career, it sounds like. He wants to fit in. He wants to step in. But let me tell you something. All these guys running them out, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Reggie Miller, Charles Barkley. Everyone's like, oh, yeah. One thing they all like, oh, I would never want to play for the other team. I would never. Let me tell you something, folks. You didn't have to play in Oklahoma City. Now, think about that for a second. Think about that. As a millionaire ball player in America, and someone says, hey, let you pick out like the 28, 29, 30 teams and rank where you'd want to live. Just as a city. Let's just put the team aside. And, oh, yeah, he was all great. Let's just put where you're going to live during the season. And I'll tell you what, folks. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think Oklahoma City might be dead last. Tell me I'm wrong on that. I could be wrong. It's an opinion-based thing. But if we got all the players involved, I think Oklahoma City and the farm country, maybe Sacramento's in there. I'm not sure. I like Sacktown. I'm from Cali, so I'd be biased on that. Maybe I'm dead wrong. A bunch of Oklahoma City people might be watching this video and say, oh, fuck, man, you don't know Oklahoma. No, I don't. All I know from Oklahoma is college football. And you got a good basketball fanship. You guys come out for the games, but guys got to go out at the end of the night. They got to go hang out and shit. And they really ain't into the oil fields and all the whatnots in Oklahoma, okay? And I'm just going to say this right now. Bay Area, Oklahoma. So there's one reason to come over here. Now, yeah, he was on a great team. They was great, but they had bad chemistry. They lost it in the fourth quarter. Russell Westbrook's an athletic diamond out there. The guy is a gem. I mean, he's the closest thing to Michael Jordan. And when I mean closest, it doesn't mean he's close. It means the closest thing to him. And what I mean by that is his athletic ability and the way he can get to the hoop with ferocious dunks and finishes. That's what I'm talking about. He's a fun guy to watch. Down the stretch, look out for him. He's a bit of a head case. He's got psychopath eyes, and he's got a gunner's mentality without a gunner's aim. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's continue on. Let's go get back to these legends. These legends. Oh, I would never. Larry Bird, first of all, he was really cool about it. He said, hey, you know what? Kevin Durant, should go where he is. He's abiding by the rules. But, hey, man, I would never want to. Hey, let me tell you something, Larry. You got to play with Kevin McHale and Parrish your whole career. You didn't even suffer playing with a bad team once. Yeah, he was a diamond of a player. He was great, right? And you got to play in Boston, which is a pretty desired city. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's move on to Isaiah Thomas, who always plays the drama queen. Oh, you know what? I was the only guy on the stage of 50 greatest players that wasn't with a teammate. Yeah, but you was at a different era. You was with a team that will never win the same again. You guys was basically out there. You was a gang. And you was saying, hey, come in the lane and we're going to beat the shit out of you. You guys played D, you played rugged, but your style of play wouldn't go against. Isaiah Thomas, a great player. Yeah, he was outstanding. He's fundamentally one of the greatest players out there. I really liked Isaiah Thomas. But to be bagging on Kevin Durant at this point is bullshit because this guy went to the highest bidder too. Isaiah Thomas, if you follow his smoke trail, this guy pulled $50 million out of New York Knicks' ass. I don't want to get into Isaiah Thomas. Let's move on. Charles Barkley, who's always had it in for the Warriors. They always talk shit about him. He's jealous. He went to the Rockets to try to win a title. He was against three-point shooting when he shot too many three-point shots himself. And on and on and on. And did he play in Oklahoma City? No, never. Let's keep that in mind, folks. Let's keep that in mind. Was Russell Westbrook coming back next year? No, because he doesn't want to live in Oklahoma City. Let's get back to the nuts and bolts of this. Okay, folks, if you have a choice, why is it that LeBron chose Miami? Was it just because of Dwayne Wade, or is Miami one of the most luscious places to live in all the world if you're a millionaire? Tell me I'm wrong. That counts. Someone say, oh, well, why would Durant? San Francisco Bay Area is popping, folks. There's a lot of money there. There's a lot of shit going on. It's the most expensive real estate in America for a reason. That's why he's coming there. There's a lot of opportunity. Not to mention one of the best ball clubs of all time. Oh, yeah, they lost the finals last year. That's right. Oh, could it have been that Game 5, our best defender and our hot beat was ripped out of the game because LeBron James threw a hissy fit? Oh, I'm not going to say what he said to me. I got kids, man. I'm a grown man. I'm tired of this shit. Oh, I'm a grown man. What the fuck does that have to do with playing basketball? And some guy saying, hey, you a bitch for walking over him. Now, this is my problem with the LeBron James game, right? This guy gets away with murder on the court. He is by far the greatest player in the league. Physically, performance-wise, the guy never gets hurt. He never gets tired. I mean, if I'm going to go with an MVP of the league for the decade, it's LeBron James, hands down. I give it to him. But he gets away with mad traveling, tell me I'm wrong, and he gets to bulldoze over people. And you know what? When you're that good, give him the calls. But I'll tell you this. He knocks down Draymond Green, steps over him, lets his ball sack dangle over him like a little tri-plague. Oh, yeah, sorry about that, Draymond. Draymond gets up, takes a light swipe at him like, fuck you, man. And then LeBron said, oh, you going to talk to me like that, man? Come on. And then after the practice, oh, someone doesn't talk to me. He called you a bitch. And that was a bitch move. Now we got one of our best players, a hot beat, suspended for that game. Okay, circumstances are. But that affected the series, folks. Oh, the Warriors just wasn't the Warriors this year. No, folks, the league stepped in. They stepped in. And what did LeBron James get? Okay, don't suspend him, but at least give him a fine. At least give him some kind of something for the fact that this man dangled his balls over Draymond Green's head, stepped over him on purpose, looked down at him like he was a piece of shit, and what did he do? He produced him out of Game 5. And there was no like, oh, yeah, we won the game without Draymond. The Warriors didn't say shit. But what? LeBron goes for 41. Kyrie goes for 41. Surprise, surprise. The runner-up and the defensive player of the year wasn't playing that game. Oh, my God, would he have shut him down? But they would have had 41. Tell me I'm wrong on this. I'm not letting that ride. Game 6, you got it. I'll give it to you. Game 7, it was a hard-fought game. Cavs won. They made shots down the stretch. I ain't going to bitch about that. LeBron came to play, and that's the way it was. That's murder, she wrote right there. That's what I call it. And then what did it produce? Kevin Durant. Because Durant don't come here without that loss. Because he feels like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be the one to put him over the hump. Whatever you need, KD, that's fine. Because like I said, if we had Bogut, Bonds, and Azili going into next year, I feel just as good as I did last year with the chemistry. In fact, I'll be honest with you folks, I'm a big Zaza, Rocky Balboa, Pachula fan. I like D West. I like this Patrick McCaw kid. But I'll tell you what, if we didn't get KD, I was happy rolling with the same crew we had last year. Not a big Bonds fan, but I see his value. He's going to get better. And we would have been fine. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is these old-timers coming in, oh, yeah, Reggie Miller could talk because Reggie Miller played in Indiana. It's not a desirable place. But let me tell you something. Was Reggie Miller really getting offered big money by another team? That's what people don't realize is Kevin Durant didn't take a big discount. The man's getting $26, $27 million a year. He's got a player option to opt out next year. It's not like he sacrificed a whole lot. And then on top of that, how is that made possible? No one's asked themselves this. Oh, just KD defected. He screwed over Oklahoma City. I'm really disappointed he didn't stay out. How is this possible, folks? It's because Curry makes $11 million per. Klay Thompson makes $15, $16 million per. Draymond Green makes $15, $16 million per. And you know what? They just don't even say a word about it, folks. Because it's a team game right now. They team players. They ain't saying shit. This is what made it possible. Oh, Kevin Durant just no. He didn't take a discount, folks. He came to play with a team-oriented team. And that's what I'm talking about. This man's making $11 million per. And we got guys like Mike Conley getting $153 million. It's a criminal act. The FBI should be on the case right now. Tell me I'm wrong. But he doesn't say a word about it. How many players are like that? And KD, if you're looking at it, oh, he's 27, 28. He should have played one more year in OKC. For what? For what? So Westbrook could leave? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, Westbrook's going to leave and he's going to carry the torch over there in Oklahoma. Oh, it's a great place to live. Oh, well, it'd just be a great, oh, the fans are great. Let's put it in perspective. This man needed a big market. Westbrook was out the door anyway. You've seen how Westbrook dresses. He's L.A. or New York. I'd say L.A. first. Because this guy dresses like that movie, The Mannequin. I mean, he's off the chains with it, right? I mean, he belongs in L.A. He belongs in L.A. I mean, you know, you have his own fashion studio and all that shit. He probably will start putting on makeup at some point, right? Tell me I'm wrong on that. So writing was on the wall. KD took the dough out. He took it at the right time. And he still has an opt-out next year no one's talking about. This man, if he has a problem, can opt out, be a free agent next year, and go to wherever he wants and play ball. And I'll tell you what was a nail in the coffin. Jerry West called him up and said, look, I lost 7, 8 championships. It wasn't fun. I wouldn't recommend it to you. I was a great player on some very good teams. But I tell you what, if I had a chance to play with a great team again and make it easier on myself and win some championships, get some rings on my fingers, I would do it in a minute, young son. And you know what KD said? I'll sleep on it. And you know what? He slept on it, and he made the right decision for KD. So fuck all the old-timers. Fuck these people that say, oh, yeah, you should have stayed in Oklahoma. You live in Oklahoma City. You live in Oklahoma City. I bet a lot of people, if their salary went up 20%, 30%, and someone said, but we got to transfer you and live in Oklahoma City for 4 or 5 years, you'd probably say, I got to think about it because I don't know if I want to live in that city. Someone said Miami, the Bay Area, New York, Chicago. Mind you, I mentioned it in places where there's been teams that win for long periods because there is a correlation, folks. Tell me I'm wrong on this. I'm done. I got a part 2. There's a fan's perspective of why we deserve this team, and it's coming up next. So if you want to get on that, get to the next video. I'm out. Live.